Good morning, children. Myself, Gunamanikshit ma'am, is taking science here. And in today's class, children, we are going to do our annual exam revision. As you know, children, annual exams are about to come. So you need to revise each and every topic nicely so that you are able to answer all the questions being asked in the paper. So, in today's class, children, we are going to revise chapter number 12, that is air, water and weather. And in today's class, you will know all about air. So children, as you know that air is all around us and the earth is surrounded by a blanket of air called atmosphere. This is the definition of atmosphere, children. Try to remember this. What is the atmosphere, children? The earth is surrounded by a blanket of air called atmosphere. Please remember. Children, as you know that air contains many gases and it also contains dust particles and water vapor in it. Clear, children? So children, the condition of the air at a particular time and place is called weather. Children, try to remember this, that the condition of air at a particular time and place is called weather. This is what the weather all about. Children, weather keeps changing every day. And children, weather conditions get affected by wind, clouds, rain and the sun. These are the things which are affecting the weather. What are they, children? The wind, clouds, rain and the sun. Children, here are drawn some of the weathers. You can see on the board. First is the rainy day. Here I have drawn the umbrella and I think and I hope each one of you is very fond of rains. And each one of you must be wanting to hold an umbrella and move around in the rainy water. So here is the umbrella for you all, very cute one. Then children, I have drawn another weather, that is the sunny day. At times it is very sunny. Then children, you can see a windy day right here, the other kind of weather. Then sometimes it can be snowy either. So these kind of weather you can see in your own textbook. With the help of this you will be able to understand and see all these kind of changes. It can take place in the weather. As you can see, children, here the first picture you can see is of the rainy day. And the second picture you can see, children, is of the sunny day. Then children, you can see the windy day right here in front of you. Then children, you can see the snowy day. These are the ways where the children are all enjoying and learning the different kinds of days which we are having. And as you know, the weather keeps changing every day. Clear, children? I hope with the help of these pictures you are able to understand. Children, next we move on to the topic, that is humidity and rain. So try to understand, children, what is humidity first. Children, the amount of water vapor in the air is humidity. As you know, water vapor is present in the air. So the amount of water vapor present in the air is called humidity. And the water vapor can be less, it can be more even. So children, the sun is the natural source of heat and light on the earth. Every one of you know that the sun is the natural source of light and heat on the surface of the earth. And the heat from the sun plays a major role in causing the changes in the air. As you know, children, the heat of the sun is playing a very important role in causing changes in the air. And the heat from the sun causes rains also. This is one of the most important role which the sun is having. So let's talk about the kind of process, that is the water cycle through which we get rainfall on the surface of the earth. Just try to understand how it happens. Children, first the water is heated, that can be with the help of the sun, heat of the sun. What happens next? Rises as water vapor. When the water is heated, it is rising in the form of water vapor. As you know, all the water bodies like oceans, streams, rivers and not many lakes, ponds, not many water bodies are there which are being heated with the help of the sun. And then this water vapor rises and this vapor condenses in the air to form water droplets. What is happening, children? These water vapor is rising above and then it is cooling and forming water droplets. And then what is happening, children? These droplets join together with dust particles to form clouds. This is what the way the clouds are formed. And children, when clouds cannot hold water droplets, what is happening? Rain comes down in the form of rain droplets, water droplets. Clear? So this is the way, children, the water cycle occurs. Children, this water again evaporates by the heat from the sun and the cycle continues. The cycle is continuing. As with the help of the sun, again the water is getting heated, it is going above, cooling, condensation is taking place. Then again clouds are formed and they are coming down in the form of water droplets. Those are rain drops. So children, I hope with the help of this table you are able to understand what is and how water cycle happens. With the help of a picture being given in your textbook here, you can understand water cycle more clearly. Here children, you can see the book of your own in which the water cycle is shown. Children, here you can see the ocean, and children, you can see the snow getting melted because of the sun. And when the snow is melting, the rivers are coming down. And children, here you can see the vapor rises above with the heat of the sun. And children, then what is happening? Condensation is taking place, and when the cloud is collecting all the water droplets and becoming heavy, it is coming down in the form of rain. Here you can see, and the rain is occurring. So this cycle is continuously happening, and because of this continuation of water cycle, we are getting rains on the surface of the earth. So I hope with the help of this class today you are able to understand what is water cycle all about. Next we talk about, children, that is the wind. What is wind, children? Let us try to understand, children. Moving air is called wind. Children, do not forget that gentle wind is called breeze. Children, strong wind is called gale. Children, very strong wind is called storm. Please remember. Children, then storm with thunder and lightning is known as thunderstorm. Clear? With the kind of this table, it is very easily going to be remembered by you all. Very simple again. Moving air, wind, gentle wind, breeze, strong wind, gale, very strong wind, storm, and storm with thunder and lightning is known as thunderstorm. And here with the help of the picture you can understand much more clearly as it is given in your textbook right here. Here children, you can see the breeze. Then children, you can see the gale, and when the breeze is going, nothing is damaged. Here you can see the gale, it is removing some of the things, the leaves are blowing. Then children, here you can see the storm, which is letting the roof of the house blown away. You can see the tree is also bending as it is very strong. Children, then you can see here the thunderstorm. You can see the thunderstorm. Because of that, the storm with the thunder and lightning is taking place. So with the help of this, you are able to understand this table very clearly. And you are able to understand what all things are there in the wind. And do not forget, children, that moving air is called wind. Lastly, children, we move on to the topic, that is how wind formation is done. Children, how wind is blowing, it is rightly given here, and the question being asked in your textbook. What causes winds to blow? Children, what is happening, children? Try to understand with the help of this diagram which I have drawn for you all here. Children, again the heat of the sun. Because of the heat of the sun, the hot air is rising above and the cool air is taking its place. And then children, when this hot air is rising above and when the cool air is taking its place, it is helping the wind to blow. This is how the wind is formed and wind is blowing. This process, when the hot air is rising above and cool air is taking its place. So this is helping the wind to blow. wind formation is done. Children, here it is given in your textbook. With the help of the sun, the water body is heated and the hot air is rising above and cool air is taking its place. And this is what is helping the wind formation to take place. And children, you must be knowing one more thing about land heats up well as well as cool down faster than the water. This gives rise to the breeze in the coastal areas. Remember that land heats up as well as cools down faster. Clear? So children, this is the way which you can understand all the things which I am explaining in my class today. You can remember what is atmosphere, you can remember what is weather, then you can remember what is water cycle all about, and what is wind all about, and how wind formation is done. How does the wind blow? In today's class, we are going to know all the answers with the help of the class today. So try to remember how and what way these things occur and what are these things called, so that you are able to answer each and every question being asked in your annual exam. So remember, atmosphere, weather, water cycle, and what is wind and how the wind is formed with the help of this class today. So try to go through the content which I will explain you in today's class. Go thoroughly with the topic so that you remember each and everything properly. That's all for the class today. Thank you children. Have a nice day. Bye bye for now. Thank you.